Remix. 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 Remix.
Don't dance with the devil.
Oh, yeah!
Dance with the devil.
Welcome out. This is the Remix Morning Show. Right here on Black Liberation Media. In case you didn't know, I go by the name of the Ear Doctor, bringing you that boom bap breakfast right here, right now, to your front door. You got it. We got more right here in store for you all. And y'all. Let me introduce to you the sister that be coming through. She's not the person that got me, which is a scammer, but she goes by the name of Amber.
You're so funny. Hilarious.
Yeah, man. What's up, Amber? We got two of the biggest personalities on the Remix Morning Show on one screen. What are we doing?
Who's the other big personality other than me?
Ouch,
you want yourself.
Yeah, I was talking about me and the sister that they call Erica Brown.
Good morning.
She wasn't even ready yet. You just be putting people on the stage.
Where her mic at?
It's right here. It's not.
Oh, there. Yeah, bring it up forward so we can hear you very well. There we go.
All right.
Look at
Happy
this.
Black History Month.
It is. Happy Black History Month, everyone.
I need to do my intro for my fans. What it do, niggas?
And big up to all our elders out there also.
I guess.
I don't have an intro, so I'll just say good morning. But
hey, good day to you, my fair chap.
Yes. I'm sorry. My tea was, I have this kettle,
Good
and
day
the
to you, my
kettle
fair
takes a
chap.
long time, and then it sounds like a freight train, and I was waiting for my tea to finish. So I'm sorry, you're done. We're writing late.
I'm used to people being late.
Yes.
I wasn't late,
Yes.
but
We're not talking about you, Amber. We're talking about the other
it feels
people.
anti-black that you used to people being late.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
This anti-black that he expected people to be on time.
Like, right.
And then complains about them being late.
Shouldn't I?
No.
You know, I like to do things a little bit right around here sometimes. So, what's going on with y'all? I mean, listen, it's Black History Month. It's snow. Huh? It is. It's Black History Month. We got snow all over the place. What's going on in I know you ain't got no snow in Houston.
I'm in Dallas.
I keep forgetting.
You don't even know where the baby lives.
Don't nobody even thinking about Dallas like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, dude! Everybody think, when you think of Texas, who you think of first? Amber? Houston.
You know what? I'm not going to sit here for this Dallas slander. I'm not going to do that. What is happening?
I'm just trying to play this Black History Month video real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? So what we're going to do? Other Caucasians to the back.
Immediately.
Honestly, thank you. Yeah. Looks better already.
Welcome to Black
It's
History
my
Month.
everyday mood, but especially during Black History Month.
Yeah.
And they moved to the back.
My favorite video is this man. He was out running. No, it's this white girl out running. She was like, I just love a good run in a cute outfit. And this black man's walking. He said, move, bitch. It's Black History Month.
So, is there any changes when it comes to Black History Month? What y'all doing? Anything different?
What do you mean? First of all, I thought she was asking me. I did questions, and I can't answer the questions.
Listen, you know, Amber, she can't. She's like, fuck your question. How is it down there in Houston? Texas, Dallas.
Oh my God. So first of all, the reason why this hurts so much is because I'm actually from Houston, but I can't stand it. Houston is the pits. If you've never been, it's like super spread out. So it's like just geographically impossible. It's an hour from one end to the other. And not because there's traffic, but because it's that much distance. The weather is bad, so the humidity messes with your hair. And my family's there. So Houston is not my
You have to
favorite
go
place.
back.
What'd you say?
You have to go back to visit your family or no?
I do go back to visit my family, but it's not my favorite place. I love Dallas.
Wow.
I mean, as a place to stay, like Dallas is cool. The distances are smaller. Yes, it gets hotter and colder here, but the weather is just generally better. And I like the vibes. So that's what's going on with that. But for Black History Month, we have been, so we got snowed out. Our kids were out of school 4 days last week because of the ice and the snow. And so we had also,
y'all had
yeah,
snow?
Dallas gets snow. This is what I'm saying. You don't know about that.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
was
thinking like
big.
DFW was fucked up.
word.
Yes.
I mean, Atlanta ain't get a nothing. They ain't stick nothing.
The winter storm went across like half of Texas, all of
Yes.
Tennessee, Georgia.
Big up
mess.
Atlanta. Big up ATL. Yeah. Anyway.
So we've been watching like classic Black movies, trying to get the kids, you got to get these kids right in this era, stuff they haven't seen.
Okay, these classic Black movies, please tell us, what are they?
Well, so we watched the 5 Heartbeats.
Oh, the best.
And so my younger daughter is kind of sensitive, so she was crying, So we watched the
What was she crying about?
Ducking, what's the name getting back together?
No, you know what? What's his name? Jimmy got shot. Jimmy got got killed.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
don't have no heart. Okay, I know. I forget you from Memphis. Okay. So
I just don't be crying and stuff like that. It's not even real.
We watched the 5 Heartbeats. We watched Lean on Me, which they Lean on Me, but Lean on Me.
That nigga locked them doors. I said, "Damn, he walked so Marvin Sapp could fly."
Look, he did. His tactics are a bit unorthodox. So my kids had a problem with that. They were like, "Mommy, he really can't just do." I know.
It's like, "Mommy, what is crack? Smoke crack, don't you?"
That's what we walk around and say at my house now. That's like a thing. So yes. So Lean on Me. One of them liked it. One of them didn't. Oh, and then the most recent one, again, one of them liked, one of them didn't. I think was "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker."
Oh, classic. One rib, just one rib.
Yes. Remember, you don't like "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker"?
Never heard of it.
What? Let me take her off the screen. Now, let's educate the youth. "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker" was such a classic movie with so many great actors in it. Just peep it when you get a chance, because one of Robert Townsend's.
It's a spoof comedy. So the Wayans brothers. Yeah. So you got Robert Townsend. I'm like, he in the movie, and also director, producer, all the stuff that he does. And then the Wayans brothers is hilarious.
Yeah. It had Isaac Hayes in it. It had Jim Brown in that one?
Yeah, with his rated. Yes.
I mean, y'all acting so surprised in the chat. I'm an infant. I don't know what y'all expect from me. I also
Amber, you got to pick it. Either you grown or you an infant, because you can't be both.
You can't pick one.
I have said multiple times that I don't watch TV. I don't have cable now. I didn't get cable in my childhood home until I was 13 years old.
Man,
I don't watch TV.
Go to the barbershop and get a DVD, man. Stop playing. They only like $5. We get 12.
used to
3
buy
for
them
12.
bootleg junk from the beauty shop when I was younger. But I mean, I don't even have those anymore.
All right, well, that's your education.
So anyway, that's for Black History Month. We're watching Black movies. So recommendations for Black movies to watch for the girls. We'll take them. Yeah.
My recommendation is
1, 2, and 3.
You said what?
The Cheetah Girls 1, 2, and 3.
Amber, be for real.
That is Black history.
All right. Can I give one? A Great
Please,
and Mighty Walk.
Because Amber didn't say anything.
A Great and Mighty Walk.
History.
Huh?
He said a great and mighty walk.
Yes. It's narrated by Wesley Snipes, and it's about John Henry Clark doing history of the Africans.
Somebody said East Bayou. I don't like watching trauma movies, but
I'm like, they're a little.
I do love Journey Smollett as an actor though, and baby, she was acting her little butt off in that movie. I said she started young with the drama.
Indeed. But
exactly. I'm very busy. Okay. And I also grew up with parents that made me read encyclopedias and books. they was not letting us watch TV like that.
Wow.
So
here's one for you,
Our
Daughters of
parents
the
didn't
Dust.
make us read. Okay, Daughters of the Dust.
my mama had medical encyclopedias, and she would tell us to read them.
But you can like do two things, right? Like multitask.
No there was no TV.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had the TV we only had like VHSs. I didn't realize until I was older that it was just because we were poor, but I didn't really realize that because I was like so spoiled with everything else. I didn't know. So it was just because we were poor. She couldn't take no extra bills on, which I understand.
Again, we only had cable when it was the free promotional period. So I get it. HBO would offer like 3 months free, and my mom would sign up, and then after that, we didn't have no more HBO.
Chat room, let's help Erica with some more movies if y'all could. That you need to wait until it's hell.
Well, for that's appropriate for the kids that the kid kids can
watch.
Yeah.
How old are they?
I just want to understand why you.
How old are they?
13 and 16.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cheetah Girls 1, 2, and 3. I don't understand why there's pushback. Raven Simone is an icon, a legend.
She is.
She showed these girls how to do an 8 count, sing, and go to school.
Crooklyn. We got Cooley High.
I love Cooley High.
I like Cooley High.
And she's seen Cooley High, but she ain't seen I'ma Get You Sucker. That's like way before.
I've seen Crooklyn too.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Somebody told me Poetic Justice, and I was like, "You are a lie," because that movie was awful. Poetic Justice is terrible.
Your 16-year-old, I would say Dope is a good movie. It's a movie called Dope. Yeah, it's a movie called Dope about this young geeky kid that they tried to sell drugs and he switched it around. It got A$AP Rocky in it. It got
I said Cornbread.
You know what about A$AP Rocky? Can we take a quick pause?
Let's take a pause.
A$AP Rocky, he has a face. Let me tell you what.
He got a face card.
That man has a face, and I'm not gonna hold you. I understand what she's doing over there, and I like it. I understand what she's doing over there, and I really like it. And shout out to her for not getting married. Amazing.
Oh, talking about Riri?
Yeah.
Not getting married?
She got to protect her billionaire status that she got.
Shout out to her for not getting married. As far as I know, she's not married. Yeah.
So she should get a what is it, prenup? If they do,
no, she should just keep doing what she's doing.
I think Set It Off is a good one too. My favorite thing about these old movies is like now we're discussing them. People was being like they couldn't just get along. It wasn't that much money. I was like, this is actually a good point. They couldn't.
I don't remember how much it was. How much was it? Not they couldn't get a payday.
It wasn't even. I think it wasn't even 1,000. It wasn't. It was not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Fresh, this was a long time ago.
Yeah, Fresh was a good movie too. But I'm thinking 13-year-old. It's a little different. Yeah, you got.
Yeah, like I want to watch Boys in the Hood, but I'm like,
they could watch The Wood.
The Wood, yes, The Wood is a good one.
Okay.
The Wood is a good one. It's a very good coming of age movie.
See, I've seen movies, Ear Doctor. It's only a particular niche of movies that I've never seen.
No doubt.
Go check out the Wayans brothers.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Why would you? If we asked you to go check, why would you be like, no?
I don't want to falsely promise something that I probably ain't gonna do. Right now, I'm binge watching Industry. I'm not finna stop binge watching that right now because it's insane. This girl's out here slurping stuff out of people's vaginas. I was like, whoa, this show has taken a crazy turn. I can't come off that train right now. So I'm not going to watch.
House Party. That's a good one.
I've seen House Party.
Yeah, that was good for your girl.
So we can keep taking the recommendations, but we didn't find out what Amber's been up to.
Oh yeah, we just gonna get there. So Amber, how's it down in where you at again?
I live in Memphis.
Memphis, that's right. How is it down in Memphis? What's going on there? What you out in the streets causing ruckus?
7 days. There's 4 inches of ice outside. I can't go nowhere.
Oh damn! It's really like that?
Yes.
Ear Doctor, why don't you understand when we're telling you this?
It's crazy because it's like 50 degrees yesterday out there, nice and sunny, and I'm just
hearing
about.
It was like 40 something here yesterday, but the ice didn't melt because it's like a solid sheet of ice. It's not snow. It's like snow, then ice, then there was snow again, then there was more ice. So it's just all packed on top of each other. And the only thing that's clear is my front 2 steps to get into my house. Everything else is covered. And my dog was out prancing around and he hurt his little paws on the ice and they was bleeding and I had to bandage him up. And then I had to like put socks on him, which he kept taking off. I kept having to put back on. So he didn't have to go to the vet today because if he took them off and they didn't heal, then it could get infected. And I'm not paying for a vet visit. I also can't get my car out the driveway because it's a solid sheet of ice outside. So I put them fucking socks on him. And now he's healed up and he's fine. But we had a crazy tumultuous weekend because I was fighting him about them socks and them bandages.
I'm so sorry. And I hope he's okay.
That nigga fine. You know, he's just out here being a little YN or YD as I like to call him. And he hurt his paws because he likes to be outside in the snow. Like he's a German Shepherd Bloodhound mix. He loves the snow. Like snow, cold weather, all that. He loved to be outside playing in it. And he was just rolling around in the shit, running, prancing around. And so I think he just scratched him on something.
Look at Miss Zandy out here flexing. Send me some cold weather. We got a 5-day heat wave. Where the hell is you at?
I was about to ask, where are you? Because I love a heat wave.
Please. I don't love a heat wave, but I do want the ice to melt. Real bad. Real bad.
So, all right, Black History Month. We are here.
I want everybody. Does everybody know this cannot be a serious day? Like selfishly.
Okay. This my backyard ear doctor.
See, look at that.
Right now. Right. Solid ice. Nothing else. Right.
Yeah. This is going to be a very unserious show. You've got the ear doctor. I mean, that communicates something.
Whoa. Have you seen me drop knowledge with certain different individuals here?
You know, we have the luxury of and pleasure of Amber, but it's before she takes her stuff. So, we don't know what we're gonna get.
You tell them all the time.
We don't know what we're gonna get, and I love
that. Be the thing. Some people can say it, but you can't.
And I haven't had time to. Not that I haven't had time, because that's a lie. I have not wanted to engage with the news lately because there's been too much. It's just been too much.
I understand that there's a lot happening. I've actually been covering. I did like a cover video for somebody who's taking a break off social media right now. And I was covering like more national news when I usually do local stuff. And I was like, damn, this is a whole story. Like, it's a lot. So then I said, I can't do no more for a little while. I did that one for her and I was like, all right.
Yeah. But I was hoping that y'all had watched the Grammys because I didn't. So I was hoping
maybe I did watch the Grammys and Leon Thomas was taking Grammy after Grammy after Grammy, bitch. I was like, I know that's motherfucking right. I was so excited for him. And Kehlani. Oh my God, it was so good.
Yeah,
even though Justin Bieber was in his jaws, the mic was on. I don't know why he was in his jaws, but it's cool. I stay out of white people's business.
Amber, can you take me one step at a time? You said a lot. Do we need a break first? Let's take a break first, dear doctor. And then we're gonna come back and let.
Wait a minute, are you producing today, Erica?
Somebody has to.
Whoa!
I just want to bring this up because Erica, what was your reaction after I was talking about industry? I missed it. What did you do?
Well, you said slurping something out of people's. I think that was the line.
The show went from a finance show to orgies real quick, and I was like,
man, that show been like that.
That's when the coke shows up.
That black girl. That black girl is diabolical on that show.
I love that black girl. She's so little.
She's wild.
I was like, oh, she's just like me. So cutthroat.
Yeah, okay, that's great. All right, I guess we could go to a break since y'all never asked me how my weekend was. So let's take a break right here and then we'll come back because y'all niggas, boy, I tell you.
You don't want to tell us?
It's always about the sisters, never about, hey, how are you doing today? But it's all good. Nah, I don't want to tell you now. It's the movement. The time has passed. I'm used to it. All right, let's take a break right here. This is the Remix Morning Show right here, right now. Let's get to it on Black Liberation Media. Let's go. It's time for a remix on the remix right here on Black Liberation Media. I go by the name of Ear Doctor. Let's get to it like this. Let's go.
Where do you go? Don't you need my love, baby? Why can't you come on and let us play? When are you going to come my way? What other things they be telling you? I got to stop them from compelling you, girl. They just won't stop me from getting you. Give me a try.
All right, let me take you to a time and place. Let me take you back to 2003 when your man Sizzla Kalonji came through off the album Rise to the Occasion. The song Give Me a Try. Once again, I say hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, go to patreon.com, become a member over there, get footage that's rare, and donate where? At blokliberationmedia.org. Go get you some merch over there and get fly. It's cold out. Go get you a hoodie so you can get fresh like me. Stop playing. All right, with that said, let's get back to it right here on the Remix Morning Show. Let's go. Yeah.
Dang, you done ran my homegirl off already?
She had to go walk the dog or something real quick, It's all good. That's how we listen. This is welcome to the Remix Morning Show, Erica. This happens. Now back by popular demand, Amber.
Okay, so Amber,
I did have to let my dog out. Your doctor does know that happens a lot.
Have a couple of hosts that have dogs, so
he a YD. I keep trying to tell y'all that little nigga love being in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
He loves it.
All right.
Did I tell you about him escaping, Ear Doctor?
No, I didn't want to know. I didn't. Why you want me to front and be like, oh, tell me about how he escaped?
That's what you're supposed to do.
No, that's not what you're supposed to do when you don't care. Because I'm not going to sit up here and act like it.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I don't do fake too good.
That's why don't nobody want to ask you about your weekend. See what I'm saying? That's why don't nobody.
That's some bull. Y'all it's just y'all are so caught up in yourselves. You don't care about nobody else. I'm used to it. It's all good. So now Grammys we were talking
about. Care about other people, but whatever.
You do not. But anyway,
I was very excited about the Grammys this year. As folks know, I am a music head. Mm-hmm. And some of my faves were nominated. Some of them were nominated against each other. So I was wondering how it was going to shake out. But Leon Thomas got the most Grammys of the group of people that I was watching. So Leon Thomas, Kehlani, Olivia Dean,
Kendrick,
Clips, and
Kendrick.
Who else was I watching? Kendrick.
Is it true what they're saying about Clips? And I can't remember the individual members of the Clips. I can't remember. But is it true?
Pusha T and Malice.
No.
Oh, you talking about the Epstein files?
Yeah.
And somebody mentioned Pusha T's name on a tip line in 1996.
What'd you say?
He was still selling crack. We have no more details beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's so all I know.
We don't know. Okay.
It seemed like Epstein was like the new Hugh Hefner in a way, but took it to a whole another level.
Yeah. To exploit and abuse people, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. But it was
also some wins too.
Also, last night we got to see Lauryn Hill's.
How did she do?
It's after 27 years of not being there, she came and she did a tribute to D'Angelo and had Bilal on stage, John Baptiste. Bilal killed it as usual. Old boy from Tony, Raphael Sadiq. Yeah.
Somebody said, how did she get picked to do the tribute? And I was like, were they close or something?
Yeah, I mean, they did the song.
That was my wedding song. Shout out to my man.
I had that on my mixtape for my wedding song too. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Shout out to my man.
My baby.
Hey, that's a beautiful thing.
Crazy. That song is a hit. Okay. I said Megan Thee Stallion's in love, and she still is putting out hit records, and that's proof that you can do both.
Yeah.
Leave Mary J. Blige out of this. She is somewhere minding her business, wearing boots, and here you go dragging her, Amber.
And she rocked out with the Roberta Flack tribute also. I think she had Wyclef Jean on the stage. Oh no, we
were
still
Mary J. Blige. I'm talking about Meg Thee Stallion.
I know, I was joking. I was saying that because Mary J. Blige, her music is better when she's not happy. So.
Big up to Dr. Ball out here. Good morning, crew. Thank you very much.
Where are you? No. No shout out.
Working.
No. Where are you?
He's working.
Fuck that job.
Exactly.
Somebody got to pay some of the bills, at least
His wife
1/4.
does that.
I know
Why
he
we
got to
acting
pay.
like he doing
He
it?
got to pay the bills once he pay the mortgage. Stop.
He don't pay nothing.
He paid the phone bill at least. God damn.
She wouldn't even miss him if he wasn't there. Like, come on. Where are you?
I mean, he do stay in his room. Like, get in your room. Go make some content. God damn it.
Does he have one of them little holes where they just push the meals through? Do they just give him some food on the other side?
Why you gonna let him get on you like that, man? He said he literally pays the phone bill. Exactly. I know. That's
pay your
all
phone
it is.
bill.
You gotta do much.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was cool. We had some fuck ice shout outs. Kalani did one. Bad Bunny got up there and did one.
How did he do?
He did amazing.
I feel like Bad Bunny should have done
so
it.
Good.
Oh, Bad Bunny gave a speech?
Mm-hmm. He won Album of the Year. First Spanish language album to ever win Album of the Year.
When I tell you I did not watch it, I did not watch it. Okay, Album of the Year. That's exciting.
I love that album. It's good.
Spanish is amazing, Amber. I love it.
I mean, I really want to see the one thing about this Super Bowl, because I care nothing about the football game, is the halftime with Bad Bunny. I want to see.
Yeah. But he didn't perform. Or he did perform.
Mm-hmm.
Did he perform in the Grammys? No.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, I want to see about the Super Bowl.
I remember him doing the speech.
Okay. Now, was there anybody that gave a speech that was surprising? Oh my gosh, they look
I just wanted to pull up these fine ass niggas. Really, only Malice. This is the only one I care about. He ate them all up in the photo. But somebody on Twitter said these niggas came in all matching outfits. I just know it was Pharrell's idea. I was cracking up. I know it was Pharrell's idea.
You know it. I mean, he's the fashion guy. I mean, all of them are really. They all be at the fashion shows and stuff.
Yeah, but they won. They won a Grammy for Chains and Whips. Yeah, and I was really excited for them because I love that album. Let It Go, I Sort Them Out. I loved it. I also felt like it should have won Rap Album of the Year, not Kendrick. And I saw that this discourse online about it. I actually felt like they should have won, not Kendrick. But I get why Kendrick won. I mean, it was a good album. I listened to Let God Sort Them Out way more. I listened to GMX like maybe 2 or 3 times. I was on Let God Sort Them Out for like 3 months straight. Like Malice, first of all, is the better rapper. I just want to say that, but he was killing them lyrics. Like he
came back with a vengeance. And then
I saw him at one music fest, and he was on it. I love niggas who can just rap.
Like Kendrick's album was too West Coast for me. I couldn't feel it like that. And then I actually thought it should have been between Glorilla and Clips.
Yeah, I felt like it was too. To be honest.
Okay, another side note. Amber, what are we thinking about our girl, Memphis's own Glorilla? How are we feeling about all this online controversy? What are you thinking?
What online controversy?
What's she do?
Where the people are like, is she trying to be Meg? Is she cosplaying Meg? Is she like
I haven't
all
seen
the
that
things?
at all.
Nah, what you be looking at? What are you looking at, Erica?
Oh my gosh, everybody.
I have
everybody really
talk about how all the rap girls are dating basketball players because like there's other like artists that date basketball players or football players, and they're talking about how like they're all falling into that same like thing that people do, like her dating Klay Thompson, Glow dating that basketball player. There's another one who be sitting with Glow at the games too, who's dating a basketball player. I don't know. The only tea that I heard was that she actually was in love with Pooh Shiesty and was waiting on him to come home so they could be together. Because Pooh Shiesty said in a song something about that nigga just keeping you until I get there or something. And everybody started talking about it in her comments because they did a song together, but the song hasn't dropped yet. And I only know because this nigga I talked to sent it to me and was like, look at all the drama happening. And I was like, oh my gosh, there is some drama happening. And they were going back and forth in the comments talking about, girl, really, you should go be with Pooh Shiesty. You should break up with him.
Hey, he going back to jail?
I don't know, Mr. Shiesty.
Right.
Who is he?
Mr. Shiesty. Come get it back in blood.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I really don't know Pooh Shiesty. She don't know that one, Amber.
I don't know, Mr. Shiesty.
He just got out of jail, and so Anyway, it's one of these.
He got that new song, FGL, first day out. Yeah, fuck the feds.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that either.
I mean, that's all. That's all
that
they
could
do.
Be an anthem for these times.
I mean, Gucci Man got out, had the same song, similar, first day out. So they all,
He didn't even put it out the first day out though. He didn't record that shit till he was out for like 2 weeks or so. I was like, was it really first day out?
I would love to have had some time before I got right into the studio, but I guess they'd be like, yo, I gotta get this money.
I might say
Shmoney.
FBO fucked up ass your first day out. He was talking about sleeping on bunk beds and everything. I said, oh, you were having a time in there.
So
related to the Grammys, Leon Thomas, who I really love, but the tickets were $500, and I was like, Leon, like
I pay for them Leon Thomas tickets, and I pay for a meet and greet. I don't fucking play around about him. I don't play with
$500.
$500.
The meet and greet with the ticket was around $300.
Oh, see that I would have thought about it for $300.
I don't know where you saw him at, but I saw him in New Orleans, and it was $300 something. It's like $350.
No, I couldn't do it.
Crazy.
I'm trying to think of who would you pay $500 to see?
Sade.
Who would y'all pay $500?
I paid $600 to see Beyonce floor seats, 4th row.
Sade, that's it.
I don't know that there's anybody alive I would pay $500 to see.
I'll pay that to see Olivia Dean.
Would you?
She just got out.
Somebody said 500 beans from Mutt. First of all, I just want y'all to know, Mutt, it ain't even the best song on the album. Have y'all heard Dirt on My Shoes? That man said, you got post-therapy clarity, and I got good sex and sincerity.
What else could you ask for? What else can you, like, honestly, what else can you ask for?
The man's lyrics is insane. It was so toxic. He was like, I got dirt up on my shoes. What we gonna do? Are we sleeping together or not?
Man, I don't think nobody was.
I Don't Lie was good, yes, but I Do, way better. One of the better songs. Sneak from Electric Dust, one of his top songs. Baccarat from the EP he just put out. Muse, 5 More Minutes. Like, the man got hits after hits after hits. I don't know why we're just stopping at Mutt, because Mutt was really just like, okay.
One of my favorite toxic albums would have to be Bryson Tiller. When he came out, I was like, this dude.
That was a really good toxic album.
Yes.
Lindsay said meet and greets are a sham. You pay a couple hundred extra, stand in line, and spend 2.5 seconds with the artist while they autograph something for you. Now, I will just say that was not my experience, and I'm so glad it wasn't. The experience came with, you take a photo with him. He talked to me for a few minutes, actually. We take a photo. We get a VIP like swag bag. Then we went and had a meet and greet session. So he did his sound check and was asking us about the songs. We got to ask questions. I asked him a question. Nice. It was a great experience. And that was like a full hour and a half.
Damn, so, really, Rob? A-Rob? Amber, Leon Thomas accused of sex trafficking. Just know that when you spend your money.
I already spent the money now. That was last year.
You know what?
There's too much going on.
I really want to go back to an era where I didn't know about people, sadly. And I know that doesn't mean that they're not doing what they're doing, but I'm just like, ugh. Times are so much simpler.
Nikki.
I'm big about not fucking with people after I find out information. Like, that's why I don't listen to Lizzo no more. After she had that lawsuit, I felt like she was being weird about it. I was like, I think you did some of this shit. And if there was a story that came out or a lawsuit or something, I'm most likely gonna believe it about them. So I'm gonna definitely look it up. I tend to be on the side of whatever somebody being accused of until you prove it ain't you. Because for me, celebrities have a lot of like power and money to buy people off. So I want you to prove that you didn't do the shit. But I also did a meet and greet with Mona Leo, and that John was like, she talked to me for about 5 minutes. We were talking about my outfit. I was talking about her music. Like, I haven't had bad meet and greet experiences, thankfully, but I do be reading what fully comes with it, because now I've noticed they separate them. They have like a meet and greet option that's actually you meeting someone, and then they have like a VIP option that's like you get this VIP packet, you can come to the sound check, but you don't actually meet the person. But the one I selected, because I paid $200 and I made sure I paid that $200, it was worth it. You get a meet and greet with her, you get a sound check, you get to make content if you want to, like she'll do TikToks with you, because I got a TikTok that I'm gonna do with her. You get to come early, and then like see her setup process and stuff. Like, it comes with a lot actually for $200. I was like, that's actually pretty good to me. So,
and she's the one that just got married in the pink dress. Is that her?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, your girl Nicki Minaj done teamed up with Trump and going at Jay-Z. I mean, dude is what, 20-something dealing with 15, 16-year-olds. It's that shit. Showing him with Aaliyah, showing him with Beyonce and the age difference. So that's her whole thing now, since his name came up with the Epstein files. And then excuse me, what you say?
Whose name were you talking about?
Jay-Z.
Oh, did it? I didn't hear that part. Okay.
Yeah, him and Pusha T. So 50 Cent talking about now he gonna have to do a Jay-Z documentary. Boy, these guys is funny. But yeah, so your girl Nikki out here hobnobbing with your boy.
Yeah, I mean that I feel like y'all probably talked about that last week. I'm sure that's old news by this point with what Miss Nikki was doing. I did have a little
article that has the breakdown a little bit better for you.
Okay.
Oh, who won what? Okay. And
it has the Grammy winner breakdown a little bit better. I'm gonna pull it up in a second. Go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I was just saying, Ear Doctor, I'm gonna leave something for you in here too. We can.
Okay. What direction? So what direction? We ready for some news. Let's go ahead and do how we do and bring this news in.
Okay, thanks, Amber. Stokely from Mint Conditions having one. Yes, read all the day list that you get in there. I do think that helps as you like see what all you're gonna be getting in the experience and if it's worth it or not. Is the news us talking about the Grammy wins?
The news is
because I want to talk about Shabuzi's anti-black speech.
So. Talk about it.
Why is it not news?
Okay, yes, it's news.
Can I do this? Can I do how we do on the Remix Morning Show?
Please,
it's time for our news segment.
I'm a guest and I apologize.
All right, welcome back to the Remix Morning Show. I'm the Ear Doctor. That's Amber. That's Erica Brown. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Go to patreon.com. Show your love over there and become a member. And go ahead and drop something in the chat room, super chat, and donate to blkliberationmedia.org.
And know that when you donate while I'm on the show, it goes to my dog's future.
Facts. So go ahead and drop that. Go ahead and drop that. Drop it like it's hot. All right, where we going first, y'all?
I want to look at the one that says Leon Thomas, Kehlani, and Shabuzi.
Okay.
She just told you where she was going next if you was listening to her.
I wasn't. I was trying to do something else.
Oh, you're good at bullying, Erica. I like you.
But didn't you say that?
I did.
But sometimes, Yeah, which one is it? You put like 5 over here in this.
The last one.
The last one.
Okay. The last one.
All right. Keep talking while I get it. Hold on. Don Lemon speaks out about being
no.
Oh, you did that one. Okay, well, say keep talking, y'all, so I can pull it up.
I got it. I can pull it up myself.
Well, why didn't you?
Because you act like you want to do it yourself. Damn, I'm trying to let men be independent black men.
Oh, don't do that.
Then you gonna say she's emasculating you, and then she's like, "I'm not emasculating you. I'm just stepping up."
Oh my God! Continue, please.
I thought this was a great story because I have been following Leon Thomas and Kehlani, especially for probably a good 10 years. And this was their first time winning Grammys. Leon Thomas won 2. He won one for Mutt, and he won one for the single and for a performance of a song. I think it was Vibes on Live, like a best contemporary performance. And then Kehlani's Folded won 2 of the R&B categories. And then Shabuzi won best country duo for a song Amen with Jelly Roll. Never heard it, probably would never listen to it, but this is what he was wearing. I just really want to talk about it because Leon Thomas has been in music, writing music for a very long time, and in his speech he talked about how like this is a testament of endurance, and it really is because I've seen him. He's been in the music industry for like close to 15-ish years since he was a kid. This was his first time winning a Grammy ever, and he won 4. But like this is his first time winning Grammys. He was nominated. First time winning for his own stuff. He was nominated for Snooze because he like wrote and produced that by SZA. But these were like his own songs, and that was a big thing to me because I know what that's like to be working on something for such a long time, and you have to keep going. You keep like you're not winning stuff. You're not getting where you want to be, and you finally win something. That was a big thing for me just to see him do that because I've been watching him since he was on Victorious. So I was very happy for him. Very happy for Kehlani. Kehlani, this is her first 2 Grammys ever. She's been nominated before, but she's never won. And that was huge because Kehlani's a huge artist. Like she plays big venues, but she still had never won a Grammy, which also to me shows how racist the Grammys are. Like I noticed that we didn't get all these black people winning until after like 2020 when they changed the Recording Academy. I actually know some people who are on the Recording Academy here in Memphis who are black, and they started filling it up with a lot more Black people after 2020, and that was a huge reason why I'm seeing so many more Black artists win. But she definitely deserved that. Like, she deserved all the wins.
And I thought they was gonna try to cancel her when she talked about Palestine earlier. I was like, oh,
too.
word. I was like, okay.
They canceled some of her like performances, but for the most part, she actually has been doing better. He took home Best Traditional R&B Performance and Best R&B Album, and he was nominated for Best New Artist and Album of the Year. He didn't win those two, but he ended up winning 3 or 4. One of them wasn't televised. Okay. And then the first one was announced while he was rehearsing, so his mom accepted it on his behalf. So he didn't get to get that one. And then he did a speech for the other one where he talked about like this is a testament of endurance. And then Kehlani won, let me see, for Folded, she won Best R&B Performance and Best R&B Song.
Can I just say, I don't understand why people like Folded. I'm sorry.
What?
It's a breakup song, just like they like all of Mary J's songs when she first came out.
Maybe I love it.
Yeah, a lot of people break up.
Begging R&B music, like begging on your knees R&B music is my shit, and I think I love it more because she wrote that. Like, there's no samples there. She didn't get no inspiration from nobody. She wrote that shit herself. She even did like a making of the song thing where you saw how she came up with the song. She wrote that shit herself. Like that.
Hey, Erica,
and I mean no disrespect, because like I'm not talented in that way for sure. So I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just it didn't resonate.
Erica, you know when Mary J came back talking about how happy she was, you're like, we don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear you sad and mad and broke up.
Look,
that's how music is now.
Yeah, so, and I get it.
We ready to move to Don Lemonade? Talk about what he doing.
I was finna show Shabuzi's speech so you understood what I was talking about when I said he was anti-Black.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So he won for Best Country Duo with Jelly Roll, and this is
that was
that was the anti-Black part. I didn't know at one part of the speech he said that because I only saw a clip where he was talking about his mama and then immigrants built this country, but that was anti-Black as fuck, and I ain't like that shit. I already don't listen to Shabuzi no more anyways. I listened to Tipsy when it first came out. Haven't listened to him since then, so I ain't like that shit.
Anti-Black? I missed it.
Immigrants did not build this country. Slaves did. And Native people, indigenous folks to the land. And I think that sometimes immigrants who come over here, especially African immigrants, start to take shit too far. They start taking shit too motherfucking far. Your mama didn't build the country. Black slaves did.
You know who was taking it too far?
Over here and work and contribute to the economy? Yes. But
you know who?
Black folks were not immigrants.
Who was taking it too far was ICE coming at Native Americans. I was like, really? I was like, really, ICE? You fucking with Native Americans?
So where they gonna go?
Exactly. where you gonna send them back to? Oh my goodness, it's crazy out here. All right, let's.
I just want to talk about that part because that's another reason why I'll still never ever listen to him. I actually have run into him a few times too in Nashville because he lives in Nashville.
So let me ask this question related to that. I do think that it can be a popular narrative, right? For people to be like, immigrants built the country. And to be fair, I do think that there were some immigrant groups that helped to build certain aspects of the nation. I think that we can say that, but overwhelmingly, that's just not the history overwhelmingly, right? Mm-hmm. But for somebody like him, and I don't know him, I don't know anything about him. I just know he had a song with Beyonce. I don't know the man. So but I'm really thinking about it. Do we toss him away, or do we say maybe he just doesn't know? Like, how much of this do we think is?
Yes, we toss him away. He's been anti-Black for a while. He ain't had a Black girl in a music video this entire time he's been a musician.
And I'm really saying this less about him specifically. Like, this is less about Shabuzi the man and more about the rhetoric that he's espousing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I do feel like there are people who share this sort of insight, like Black people, right? Other African people who share this insight of immigrants built the country. But is it because they believe that and they don't know, or they know and then that doesn't matter? Because for me, that matters. Like, if you're just living in a place of ignorance and you don't know, then can we help you to know? Versus, and so I'm saying, I'm not really talking about him, but just in general.
I would say with his music, just like some Black people that go to like rich white schools and they're just around white people, just like his music, he's going to be around a lot more white people doing country music than he would be around Black people. So he would, be around them, get their ideas a lot more than he would around black people. That they be like, I want to hear that country shit. Put some trap on. He like, well, I do country, so I don't know. Maybe he needs to be exposed more around his own people. Who knows?
Like
I don't know.
Good comment. Somebody, Miss Z, and I said, I don't understand the anti-black claim. I've also never heard an African immigrant demand recognition for building America. I think he don't understand what he was saying.
Yeah, he don't. He's just trying to say something that make people like, word.
Then nigga watched Hamilton and thought he had it together.
Yo, can we talk about this smirk your boy Don Lemonade had on his face when his man came to come save him? Like, that's my man. Oh, come save me.
And what's wrong with that, dear doctor?
I was not excited about him and his white husband, but I know everybody else was so cute.
Why can't he be excited that his man came and didn't bail him out because he wasn't required to pay bail? But why can't he be excited?
Don't do me like that, Eric. Let's pull up the Don Lemonade story, boy. I tell you, you'll be trying to get me. You ain't gonna get me. All right.
I would have been swinging my feet too if my man had showed up there and pulled me out the pokey.
Okay, the pokey. All right.
By the way, have y'all gotten your mugs from the store yet?
Oh, look at that. Go cop you one. Stop playing. That's that. Put that mug up again, Amber. Okay.
Amber, it's giving Megan the Reporter.
Black liberation.
It's giving googly-eyed bitch. Isn't that what Megan the Reporter? You seen her
white girl with the bob?
Yes. Have you seen her cups? That's what, go look at Megan's cups.
I like her. She's funny.
All right, let me go ahead and pull this up right here.
So, Amber, as somebody who I know you, or I shouldn't say I know because I mostly know you from the internet. So let me stop trying to act like, you know.
The internets.
But I think that I remember you saying that you don't necessarily identify as a journalist, but as someone who's interested in news and sharing the news with broader publics, what do you think in general about this idea of Don Lemon and those other journalists being arrested for covering protests?
Well, yeah, I'm not a journalist. I'm more so what people call like a creator journalist because I am a creator that makes news content. And I actually wasn't really worried about Don Lemon and that other lady. I'm more so worried about the two black men that were arrested that are not journalists, that are organizers in Minneapolis. One of them is one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter there, and another person is an organizer. He's running for Congress there, which also would fuck up his chances of running if he has a pending felony on his record. So those are the people I was more so concerned about. Don Lemon and his white husband and his status was going to get him out of jail. I was not worried about that. And Georgia Ford, no offense, very light-skinned black woman with 3C curly hair. I had no doubt she would get out of jail, to be honest. I also know that people give journalists special status, and they was going to get them out of jail. The way people rallied around them, they were going to let them out. I was more so worried about the two dark-skinned black men who did not have that kind of protected status that were arrested with them.
Well, and I mean less about, again, not about Don specifically, but about if you think this signals anything in terms of what it means for journalists who are doing their work to be detained, for the Department of Justice to be taking, or whoever is behind it, to be taking these sorts of steps against journalists who are doing something that's supposed to be protected by our Constitution.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that they were all doing First Amendment protected activities, right? Like the other two were going to the church for a protest. They were covering the protest. And so I do think it's dangerous when we start like criminalizing people, using their First Amendment rights, because that's what they were all doing. And I think that that's what people are most alarmed about, is that, like, these were definitely First Amendment activities, and they were pushing very hard to get these charges on them. Like, they tried 2 indictments with 2 different judges and appealed it, and then pulled a grand jury. So they did multiple steps to eventually get that arrest warrant. That took them a long time because the judges were like, they haven't done anything illegal, and they weren't gonna, charge them for that. So then they had to convene a grand jury, which is regular people. For folks who don't know what grand juries are, prosecutors can convene a grand jury of people who are regular citizens in that city or that jurisdiction, and then present facts. And the way the grand juries work is that the prosecutor presents the facts of what they think this person has done. and then the grand jury will be the one to say, okay, we'll issue an indictment for this or an arrest warrant for this, for them to go to court and then fight and argue and prove their case in court. A lot of times they indict. I got indicted by a grand jury for holding a protest outside of the DA's house here in Memphis about 3 years ago. I didn't do anything illegal. I was standing on the sidewalk with a bullhorn. That's not illegal. It was in the middle of the day. I didn't violate any laws. But a grand jury, mostly white people in Memphis, heard that Black folks was outside the DA's house yelling about the jail and the bad conditions, and they just felt like that was illegal. So, I mean, they're weaponized oftentimes to just be used as a way to get what they wanted. And so now that they have this indictment, they'll work through their process. I don't see them getting a conviction for any of them, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I think that they're going to have enough support, especially with Don Lemon and Georgia Fort on there, to get a nolle prosecute, which is just them not being prosecuted.
All right.
Well, yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to play a little bit of video. It's fine.
That's what I was trying to get to. Were you about to go somewhere else before we play?
No, I wanted to say something else about this story.
Okay, so should I play it now?
Yeah, you can play it.
Okay, cool.
Los Angeles.
Wow. Can everybody hear me? Are you guys set? Everybody ready? So look, I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I've spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever.
I wonder if these journalists more important. I mean, have more, they can say more now that they're not on the air, like him, the other sister that's got taken.
Yeah, he's not held to the same ethics as like people on air. But I mean,
what's the other sister, Joy Reid? Is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has a podcast. I mean, I still don't watch him though. I'm not a Don Lemon fan. I don't know if it's coming across or not. I'm not a big Don Lemon fan. I think that journalists do have, a right to do their jobs and report the news, but I'm just not a big fan of him, to be honest.
Yeah, and so for me, this is absolutely not about being a fan of Don Lemon or trying to, cape for Don Lemon, because I'm not going to be here to do that. Because honestly, up until, I don't know, it's probably been about the past 5 or 6 years, I know a lot of people felt like Don Lemon wasn't really all that. And then he kind of made this shift that I think turned a few people around in terms of how they felt about him. But I guess
it didn't turn me around. I saw right through that bullshit.
Fair. I think the part for me is that what this administration seems to do so well is just distractions and fear mongering. I think in ways that I have not seen before. And I think that's the part about what they're doing that can be so effective. And so when you have people who now start to believe, who are journalists, who are like, maybe I can't say that, maybe I can't do that, maybe I can't cover that, then I think it does lead to a different type of repression that is just not normal. And so the interesting thing for me, if you watch the story about Don and these other people that got arrested, is that the law, whatever the law was they were trying to use, is some law that prohibits you from interfering with how people are engaging in their faith practices. You can't disturb that. And so even though Don wasn't like, or the parts that I saw, he wasn't like in the middle of a service, like jumping up and down or, trying to be a distraction. Even the pastor at that church was like, you're getting in the way of us lawfully, dealing with our faith or having our service, and sort of setting the stage for that language to then be used against him and the other people later on. So I think it's interesting, like this collaboration that's happening between the church and the state, which is harmful. And then also just this way that this administration does do a really good job of fear mongering. And I think making people just second guess themselves. Should I say that? Should I do that? What are the limits of my job? And then thinking about that in different ways. And that's the part that I think is just harmful and scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You keep people in fear. They be dependent on your every next move. Like, what are they going to do next? What are they going to do next? Instead of planning your own life.
I think that's the the one thing that has annoyed me the most is that no matter how much we keep telling people that, they still keep falling for it. And this is why literacy is so important. You know, I feel like the literacy crisis and the lack of critical thinking is causing people to go like in a frenzy about things they shouldn't go into because they're not reading and they're not listening.
But Amber, isn't it more complicated than the literacy crisis? And I mean that in this way.
It's actually not more complicated because the people who are trying to tell people to calm the fuck down are writing.
But here's what I mean. Like, so for Don Lemon being arrested, it doesn't matter who cares. Don Lemon got money. His husband is there to, again, he didn't have no bail, but to get him out. But for other people for whom that's a disruption of your life, like now my livelihood is put into play because maybe I lose my job because I get arrested. And it's like, yes, at the end of the day, this administration is putting you through a lot of hoops and making you do them. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you're going to get let off. But the toll of getting to get let off is real. And so I think it's more complicated than just like, calm down because they're not going to do nothing. Well, no, they're not going to do nothing in the end.
You were arrested. So you were saying that this administration is like constantly doing these tactics. I'm talking about for the people, the regular people in the US who are absorbing the tactics, who are falling for the shenanigans. They are not listening when people are saying, hey, you need to calm down. This is a distraction. This is how you need to manage this. You do not need to react in this way. But they don't listen and they react in that way. So they're using all their energy reacting to every single thing that's happening, even though we're saying this is a distraction. Let's hone in on what's actually happening here. Let's go back and pivot to what we were just talking about, the Epstein files, this spending bill about ICE, like all these things. Let's pivot to that. They're not listening. And they're not reading the things that people are telling them to read. And they're not understanding when we're saying, hey, you need to stop getting all caught up in what they're doing because it's purposeful. And then they'll say stuff like, yeah, I know it's on purpose to, you know, have us be chaotic. And then they still fall for it. I'm like, well, how many times you gonna fall for the shit?
I think it's an addiction to scrolling too. Social media. People don't. That's all they doing now is they scrolling and they just seeing all this stuff happening and they like, this is what's happening. Somebody said this.
It's me. It don't look like me.
Boy, Amber is quick to just. Go ahead. You have some more to talk.
It doesn't.
That was all I was gonna say. If somebody asked who was the silhouette of, I was just trying to show who it was.
Okay. What were you saying, Erica?
No, I was just saying I haven't seen that look on you. So it probably looks like you, but I haven't seen you with that look.
With an afro?
Your afro is shaped differently when I see it. It's not shaped like that.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
All right. Where we want to go next?
I did want to pull up this story that has the actual details of the people I was talking about because I do think it's important to name the people, not just the journalists that everybody else knows. So, along with Fort and Lemon, federal authorities also arrested Traherne Cruz and Jamel Lundy. Cruz is a longtime community activist based in St. Paul. He's a co-founder of Black Lives Matter Minnesota and a 2024 fellow at the Bush Foundation. He ran unsuccessfully for mayor and city council in St. Paul. He told the Bush Foundation that his favorite quote is "When we fight, we win" by his mentor, the late Twin Cities journalist and activist Mel Reeves. Lundy is married to St. Paul City Council member Anika Bowie. He's a Democratic candidate for Senate District 65, and in a social media post, Bowie described Lundy as a community organizer, son of 2 veterans, and graduate of Mitchell Hamlin School of Law. I actually know where that is. As a wife, this is deeply traumatizing to have firsthand experience of Trump's immoral weaponization of our justice system, Bowie said. And I just wanted to censor that because I feel like we spending way too much time, not us on the show, but people in general, are spending so much time talking about Don Lemon and Georgia Fort. And I understand it's like, it's Don Lemon, this big name. I personally don't give a fuck. I am more so concerned about the 2 dark-skinned specifically. They didn't have a picture of them, but these are 2 dark-skinned Black men. And we know how they do dark-skinned Black men in the criminal and justice system. They don't care about them at all. So I am more concerned about what support they're getting. I don't even understand why Don Lemon has a fund to raise money for his legal support. He not broke. He got a white husband. Tell his white husband to use his credit. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't think that we should be putting so much focus on them. And that's the main thing I've seen is that people are just so upset that Don Lemon was taken in, so upset that he got indicted. And it's not really about him.
All right. So for all our listeners, real quick, what are some of the topics people need to be paying attention? Like Iran talking about going to, like, they ready for war. what is it? Should we be concerned about the Greenland thing? How does that have an impact? Is it the terrorists? What's the main things probably we should be looking at right now is that's really important and not distractions? I'm asking y'all.
I don't know if I'm sure that I understand I'm not sure if I understand the premise of your question.
Paying attention to and talking about more instead of these distractions.
Well, saying like what are important stories we should be paying attention to, basically.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think sometimes the distractions, you need to pay attention to them because I think they speak to something broader. Mm-hmm. And so I don't necessarily know or want to just be like, there are certain things I'm just going to ignore just because I think they're silly, because I think sometimes those silly things can be sort of helping to reveal some other things that are going on. So, and honestly, with relation to the news and media and those sorts of things, I think it's impossible for us to keep track of it all, right? Like it's a big world and we can't follow it all. So I sometimes think it's interesting to keep track of the things that you can get passionate about and the things that you can advocate for. So like, I'm going to use Amber as an example. And Amber, I'm not saying this because I think that you do this to the detriment of all other news, but I think you do a really good job of saying, I live in Memphis and I'm engaged in my local community and my local news. I spend a lot of time looking and thinking about that. Not that I'm ignoring everything else, but I'm putting my focus there. And so if you're interested in a certain, like if I'm interested in the economy and finance and society, I'm going to spend a lot of my time on news that's related to that, not to the detriment of everything else. And so I think you pay attention most to the stuff that you can actually get behind and start doing work and being helpful in that area. Yeah. Because if you try to keep up with everything, you're not going to keep up with everything because there's too much to keep up with. But if we can all keep up with the stuff that we can actually add value to and teach people about it, then I think that's helpful.
Yeah, Amber does a great job of letting you know that you should deal with local stuff, at least stuff that you can touch right in front of you instead of worrying about everything going on in the world. Like, let's concentrate on what we can touch and change. So, yeah, that's good. Anything else other than that, like we should be looking at? I mean, I guess we talk about it here on the Remix Morning Show, so y'all definitely need to keep tuning in every day from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. so you can find out.
But that's the good part about this show, right? Because we have if Jackie and Ricky are on and they're talking about things that are happening around the world more than probably a lot of, like, that's helpful. That's where they're putting a lot of their energy and effort and they're doing work in those areas. And that's why it's good, right? And we appreciate that. And the same with Jared, if he's looking at like economic things or propaganda or like, so I think that's the great part about this show is that people have their lanes and sort of like get in your lane. And we're trying to figure out what yours is.
Mine is mental health.
Okay. Except yours.
I know mine. You better. I'm here for music and couple laughs and stuff so we can keep from crying all the time. I know that it's an important balance that we have to have and to make the show, for digestible for people that really don't understand all the stuff y'all talking about. They can be eased in by other ways. So you got to figure out all the different ways you can get people to listen and learn some, take something away.
Yeah. But I have some unserious news I wanted to talk about.
Okay, let's go.
Let me just reply to Erica's comment real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, please.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say, I definitely talk about the local stuff a lot. And I think something I've been increasingly getting frustrated with is like the amount of people who I feel really do just want to complain about something and they never want to like actually do something different. And so I've started like not commenting on people's like statuses and stuff anymore as much, or like telling people what they could do to change something, because it doesn't really feel like they want to do that. And I understand that some people do just want to complain and they want an outlet for that. And I am totally cool with that because I complain to my mama all the time. I don't post about it on social media, but I complain as well. So I started asking myself that, like, do these people actually want a solution to what they're talking about? Should I give them that, or should I just like keep scrolling? Because that's kind of become something that I've been doing. Like right now, everybody's upset because the snow and the ice and stuff is still here and they haven't plowed our residential neighborhoods when no major city plows residential neighborhoods. My friends in Chicago said they don't never plow their residential neighborhoods, and it's unrealistic to expect that. And so then I made a video saying, hey, although this is not a normal practice, they don't do this in New York, they don't do this in Chicago. But if you will want them to do this, here's 3 ways to get them to plow your residential neighborhoods. Here's what you have to change. You have to get the public works director to add it into the snow and ice mitigation plan, or you have to get the city council to put more money under public works, or get the mayor to change the plan, or have an ordinance written that changes the snow and ice mitigation plan to include residential streets and all streets in the city of Memphis, not just first, second, and third tier streets, because right now they only clear first, second, and third tier streets. Now, I recognize that that's not fucking realistic, but I also understand that the internet ain't being realistic, because Memphis is bigger than most major cities, and expecting them to clear every single street is not realistic. But that's what the people want. I put out the video with the exact instructions on how to do it, just in case they really want to do it. And I'm done talking about it. They still commenting on it. I said, I ain't got nothing to say. I gave you the tools to do it. And then when somebody asks something, I said, hey, here's a link to the video I made with the solutions. And then they can go to that and watch that. Because I feel like people just want to complain and complain and complain, and no one is doing anything. They was complaining yesterday, and I was like, what's the point of us complaining about this? Because they're like, they only put this much money in the budget for snow plows and da-da-da. And I was like, yeah. And what are you going to do about it now? Like, what's your next solution? Or they're upset that this is how the city is handling the snow and the ice. But the city put out a snow and ice mitigation plan a week before the snow. So everybody acting shocked and surprised when they went on the news. They put out press releases, and they put out on Instagram and Facebook of what the plan will be, that we are not going to apply your streets. We are only going to do these first, second, and third tier streets. And now everybody's complaining about it. I was like, they told y'all they weren't going to do it. Are we not reading? And they're not reading. So I gave up. But I do think that I really struggle with that. Like, at what point do I offer a solution versus like let people just complain on the internet?
Yeah, and
read, beloved.
And it gets to be very complicated because, like I said, my kids were out of school for 4 days here because of the same thing, right? Because of the snow and ice. And of course, we don't have a way to fix that. But there were people like, why are the kids still out of schools? In our case, the roads were clear. But the problem is, to your point about the residential area, our school district covers 127 square miles. We're in 5 cities, and like 2 counties is our school district. So they're having to worry about children walking to school. The parking lots were iced over at the schools, the sidewalks, all these things. And people just like think it's snap your fingers and this happens. Now, don't get me wrong. We have lots of infrastructure issues and lots of things we could be doing. But we also, to your point, are not going to spend a lot of money to deal with these events that happen once or twice a year. And so I don't know.
People are not thinking economically about that, saying that this is happening more frequently when it's not. It's only happening once or twice a year. They're not going to spend millions of dollars for something that happens once or twice a year. Like, you have to be realistic. Do you want them to spend it on that, or on the community resources, or on a community center, or on community programs? Because that's what they're thinking. Like, here in Memphis, especially, that's what they're thinking about. Like, hey, do we want to spend this on the community, or put $1 million into snow plows and contractors? That don't make any sense.
It's definitely rough, but there is some levity still in the world.
All right. Well, before we get into our next story, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with some more right here on the Remix Morning Show. Let's go. What's good, everybody? Welcome out to the Remix Morning Show. Go by the name of the Ear Doctor. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for hitting that like button and subscribing and becoming a Patreon member so we can keep this thing going. We were demonetized for a while, but now we are back. So go ahead and drop something in the chat room so we can make sure that thing is still working. And go get you some merch, a nice mug, a nice hoodie, nice something. You know what I'm saying? That continues to help us pay these bills and be here for you when the others are not. All right, boom. We got a lot of dope shows on this program. One of the dope shows that just dropped is a new episode of no other than one of our sisters that's on the screen right now. We're talking about Brokers. Yes, they just dropped a new episode that you need to go check out. And sometimes you do this thing and you wonder, what is the why? Why do I do this? So let's see what their why is.
Brokish to be. So when we are dead and our children are on whatever the version of YouTube is going to be, or whatever the thing is, what do you want them to think about this show and your work here?
I think I want my children and everybody to know that I had a deep love and genuine care for Black people.
Amen.
For people on the margins, for, I grew up Baptist, so we called it the lost, the least, and the left out. That I live that every single day. And so I have tried in everything I've ever done to live out that value of figuring out how to take the things I know, the things I've experienced, and hand it to the least, the lost, and the left out, to empower them to do the things that will allow them to flourish and be enfranchised in a world that is determined not to see.
Ooh, they dropping some gems on there. Y'all gotta go check out that Broker's new episode, new season. Go make sure y'all check that out. All right, with that said, let's get back to it right here on the Remix Morning Show.
I take back all the bad things I ever said about you.
What did I do?
I take it all back. I'm saying you back in my good graces again.
What did I do?
Because you was promoting my show.
I do that. You don't watch the Remix Morning Show. I do this all the time.
We do promote the other shows. He'll do like little clips and stuff.
Well, I've been at Pilates lately in the morning, there, doctor. I haven't heard.
Pilates. But... Now, is it true that the 3-pound weights really do cause that much impact when you're lifting?
I don't use weights in my Pilates class.
Oh, I be seeing videos on TikTok where they using the little weights. She said, 8 and 3 pounds is doing something.
I don't use weights. It's just the reformer. But
okay.
Yeah. No, thank you for that. And for the people who actually watch Brokish or watch the show, we're not moving into a studio. We did that one time. Our show is called Brokish. We don't have money for a studio every episode. So
for real.
I'm gonna come right back to my house. You're gonna be back to this background right here, not in the studio.
I wanted to pull up A-Rob's comment because I thought it was a good comment. They say you can set up efforts with neighboring states to use their equipment because climate change is ramping up these unusual weather events. So preparation is needed. And just wanted to say that is what they did. So they actually contracted with like companies in Tennessee and neighboring states.
We can't do that though. Texas don't have no neighboring states.
They don't have nobody who got the machines.
No, we were gonna get them from Mexico.
Let's be serious. Somebody commented from Bethesda, Maryland. She was like, well, in Bethesda, Maryland, they do plow the residential streets. And I said,
in rich Bethesda, Maryland?
I said, you mean Bethesda, Maryland, the 5th wealthiest city in the country?
Exactly.
Shit else. I said, y'all love to bring in your bullshit. Come on now. Bethesda, Maryland, next to Gaithersburg in Moco County. That's not that big. Yeah, they was plowing your residential streets. Come on now. And I hate when people do stuff like that and they placate people in the comments like, oh yeah, see, it happens. It does not happen. They don't do it in New York. If they're not doing it in New York, in Newark, in the places around Maryland, you shouldn't expect it everywhere.
So, Erica, before we get to your unserious story, what can we anticipate of watching that new Brokish? What are y'all gonna be? Other stuff y'all gonna be dealing with?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But
they gotta go check it out, huh?
This season we're using the theme of like legacy, and so we're looking at different things. Actually, I might ask my friend Amber to come on the show and talk about that. I have an idea, but anyway, I'll get back to that. But we're talking about legacy. So a lot of times, I think maybe to the point that we've been making this morning, we want to throw it all away, right? But like we want to be like, I throw it all away and burn it all down. And yes, we do. But we still here. And while we still here, the question is, for some of these institutions or structures, are there things that we want to keep? And are there things that we need to, yes, throw away? So like if you think about politics, are there some piece of politics, some parts of politics, like in terms of the organizing or the political education that we're like, these are important things and we need to make sure that we have these things, but it's other stuff like blind allegiance that maybe we don't need to have that. Like, let's get rid of that part. Or representation politics. We don't need that just because you're Black. If you're not helpful, we don't need you. So that's the kind of stuff that we're talking about, legacy. So, separating the fish from the bones.
I wonder if organizers in these different organizations would come together and be like, this is a book you should start with. Like if besides Malcolm X, maybe that's usually the book people say you should start with.
I think groups have reading lists that they give to people all the time.
What you say?
I think it's all over the place.
It's all over the place, right? But like,
Yeah,
can you
like
can you
what's the gist?
agree on a book? Be like, all right, this could help you to get your mind right, is even to understanding how they start reading other books. Like, what book would that be? I'm wondering. Anybody in the chat room, go ahead and let us know what your thoughts are on that too. All right, go ahead, Erica. What you got?
Nothing. I'm ready for unseriousness now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bring it.
I put it in the.
I
You
don't
the
know.
producer.
Yeah, well, I don't
doing
know
that,
which one
I
it
would
is.
say-
It's the last
It's
one.
the last one.
All
You
right.
the
While
you
you're
the
doing that, I
producer.
would say the Emil Cabral book I talked about earlier, Unity and Struggle, is a really good one.
Okay.
Earlier isn't like weeks ago, so sorry. The timing don't make sense. I'd be saying earlier, it'd be something that happened a month ago.
About a month ago.
So
Throw the hat up. Hey, got everybody else up. Oh, let me stop. All right.
Y'all, this is an inside joke. I don't know.
That Bobby Schmurda. All right. Let's check out this unserious story about somebody getting the wig pulled back.
Why you just supposed to play the?
Oh, it's the boxing thing.
Oh, why is there no sound?
Yeah, why is there no sound? It had sound when I played it the first time.
See. Oh, there it is.
It's before
you missed.
Fighters getting
why you ain't got the video with the zoom in? That ain't so cool.
Wow.
What you mean? I thought you don't see that?
That's like a cartoon.
No, I saw a video that was zoomed in on his face. You just saw it flying back.
Goodness gracious. I've seen a lot. Is it coming off? What is happening here?
Oh man, did I pick the wrong one? Yeah. All right, here we go.
He was wrong for that shit. He shouldn't have wore that if you knew you was gonna get hit like that.
She thought he was gonna be fly with it. Like, come on, son. So good. It was some more distractions. Some good fight this weekend. See, Shakur won.
No, I'm not finished with this. What are you doing? I'm still on this. This man got in a ring
with
a wig
and got hit so hard that it came off. I have never seen anything like this before, and had the nerve to still win the fight. But I feel like if that had been me, yes,
he won. So hopefully, I mean, he'll get a better wig and better holding.
If my wig had blown off mid-fight, I would have fallen with my wig. I would have not gotten back up, and I would still be in there curled in a ball out of embarrassment. I don't know how that man had the fortitude and the wherewithal and the internal strength to continue to stay in a fight when his wig had left him, because I am not that strong. I do not know how he did that.
The way the wig flew off, he probably didn't even realize it was off his head.
And he did.
He was very much getting lightweight.
The wig was in the audience and people were passing it around and putting it on. Like, that is just too much for me to have dealt with. And I'm like, God bless him.
Maggie, going to the fight with a glueless wig is special, because that was definitely a glueless wig. He only put down the edges.
Oh my goodness!
He only put it down right here. There was nothing in the middle holding it down.
Is vanity that important? I heard him say something happened before the fight that caused his hair to be messed up, so that's why he went and did that. But come on, bro. I mean, stop. I mean, I did see some sisters in the WNBA when some sister's wig came off. All the women went around her and let her put her wig back on so the camera and people couldn't see it. I was like, oh,
yeah, because she had on her hijab too.
It's like, look at that solidarity.
She had her hijab on with it, so they covered her up so she can cover herself back up.
All right. So where shall we go now? We got any more stuff? It's a lot of stories I see in the chat room. The super.
Listen, ear doctor.
What other stories that Erica sent in?
Well, here's the thing. I told you when I first got on here, and you know that tomorrow I got my dissertation. And I've been busy, ear doctor.
That's right.
And I haven't been engaging with the news in that way. But there are lots of other things to talk about.
It is.
I just don't know if I feel like talking about it.
Well, since we're not there yet, I will say, what's your thoughts on I think Josh, aka your Friday partner, Lord. Did I say that right? Did I say it right?
Yes. Yeah, what happened? What happened?
He said Asada is a good book also.
Mm-hmm.
Asada by Asada Secure is a good book. Would you suggest that?
My thing is, I feel about and I'm not in political education and organizing and all that, of course. But I feel like it's kind of like with money in terms of, I think some of it is very personal. So the thing that's going to draw me in is going to be different than the thing that's going to draw you in is going to be different. And so I think that's why you offer people a reading list. And then from that, they can kind of see some different topics or ideas about things that might draw them in and then let them pick. Because I can't be like, I know people like you, Doctor, you like the autobiography of Malcolm X. That's the thing that did it for me. But that don't work for everybody.
Yeah.
And so
because mine was like, Chancellor William, Destruction of the Black Civilization. That was the first book that got me like, okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought I remembered you saying something else. So I think that we offer people options, and then I'm going to jump in. You know, I can read a little bit about a summary, right, of each one of them. And then they're going to like pull me in for different reasons. Or at one topic is going to pull me in because of something else.
The Wretched of the Earth.
For sure.
Food. What was one of, so with that said, that topic, what was one of the books that got y'all started?
What was
a book that got you opened your eyes into knowing that we living in a matrix and this is all some buzz?
Probably Octavia Butler's Parable of the Sower.
Stop lying, Amber. That's my shit. That's one of my favorite books. That book will open your eyes the fuck up.
That one and the other two books in the series. I actually didn't read the last book. I read the second one and I said I gotta stop. It was too much for me. It's like, all right, let me take a break. And then I was like, eventually I'm gonna read the third book. But they're really good books. I mean, but to me also, I feel like people talking about how she was like giving a prophecy. I don't believe that. I think that the world repeats consistent trends all the time. Like the similar stuff that we're going through right now with Donald Trump, other generations went through this shit under the civil rights movement and before that, like after slavery ended during Reconstruction. Like a lot of the same shit has happened before and it's happened multiple times. It just feels like that because you niggas don't read. Play the thing.
Where is Hiram? Where is Hiram?
You just don't read, beloved.
And because these motherfuckers don't read, they don't realize that this stuff keeps happening over and over again after every 10, 12 years or so. And they're like, oh my gosh, this is from that book. And it's not. It's like a constant repetitive thing. That's all.
So did you have to wait to get to out of high school and to college, or maybe not college, to finally start reading and understanding books about?
Yeah, I didn't become more like radicalized until college. In high school, I did debate, so I read for that. Like I read stuff for that, but I wasn't like reading revolutionary stuff. But I have always been very like questioning to everything. I have never trusted anything people tell me. I always research everything. I think it's because my mom was a scientist, so she always makes me like look up stuff. So I was like that in high school too. I was never trusting like just the stuff people tell me. I was always like researching things and looking it up more, which I think helped me in college to like question things more, and I started becoming more radical and more radicalized in general and like the stuff that I believed in. But I didn't become an abolitionist until 2020. So I haven't been an abolitionist for as long as like a lot of other people I know, but I have been doing movement work since like right after college. And I read a lot in college and I read a lot right afterwards, especially like a lot of Malcolm X. I did a fellowship with our official Bill in Memphis chapter here. We read a lot of like Malcolm X different speeches, a few Martin Luther King speeches, but also like some Amilcar Cabral and some like radical imagination stuff. So I kind of got a good like, what's the word? Very like, not foundation. What's like when you have multiple types of things?
A multitude, a variety.
Variety. I got a good variety of like different people to like read and study, so I can kind of figure out what I believe in. Because I think that it's important that people develop their own beliefs and that beliefs aren't pushed onto them. Because a lot of times when you push beliefs onto them, they separate from them later on.
So Miss Brocus, what was it? Rich Dad Poor Dad? Was that the book for you? That
don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know. I don't think a book, and I'm still every day I'm trying to be more radical, right? So radicalized me to wherever I am now. It wasn't a book. I think life radicalized me, right? Like I think that's just the thing that.
What was the event?
I don't think it wasn't a single event. It's just like you start putting pieces together. My mother is right. My mother is of an age where she went to segregated schools. My grandfather did not know how to read, but was somehow able to buy a house for his family. And so you look around, you're like, what's different then than now? Like, how was he able to do that? And people aren't able to do that now. And what's changed? And so I think it's just like looking around, and I was like, yeah. I think like living radicalized me. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that I don't and haven't read, but I don't have like a book and I'm like, but I'm also not a person that does favorites either.
Your lived experience matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, it was a holistic health book that helped me change my diet. Yeah, and then start researching why they even doing this to foods, why are they making it like this, and then understanding slavery when you talk about chitlins and this, that, and the third, and hip hop music, KRS-One, different people, Public Enemy, and different people that called out the system. It made me be like, oh, word, that do make sense. So, but then it wasn't really till college, because college is when you get the free time to actually read
shit. And this is how I know. That's why people make college so inaccessible, for this very reason. I learned so much about Black people and the Black experience in college I never would have learned in high school or from even my mama. Like just wasn't into shit like that.
But Amber, you see that privilege right there. Like when we say a lot of people don't read, you got to go to college. A lot of people right after high school, they got to go to work. So when do they really have time to be like,
I wasn't dead.
be around other radical minds and people that's not just thinking about work? You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that don't have that experience. I mean, we was blessed.
And I recognize that access all the time and talk about how like we should make the books that we read in college, we should make them more accessible to folks who don't go to college. I also think that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm not critical of what school people go to, because I didn't go to a top Ivy or nothing like that, and I was never going to. I didn't go to a private school. I went to a public school on purpose because I would get grants, because we had specific grants in Tennessee. I also was a legacy at the school. My mama went there, my auntie went there, and my uncle went there. So I got a legacy scholarship. So I went to the place where I was going to get the most money, and it wasn't a top school. It was a regular UT school. Like, it was a basic ass school.
But somebody from Texas, you need to be University of Tennessee, please. Be specific.
Yeah, I was like, what did you
University? There's only one UT.
There's only one UT in Tennessee. And there's no way that I would
fight now.
There's no way I would have chosen to go there because it was racist as fuck. It was drawing like Nazi signs on people's heads and shit. Wow. I wouldn't have picked to go there, but it was the cheapest school. So that was an option I had. But that's also why I don't judge people when they're like, oh, I just went to community college. You went somewhere. Shit. I mean, some people can't afford to go anywhere.
Oh, the super chat works, y'all. Keep trying it. Big up, y'all. Dre wants y'all to talk about the chef. Chief.
The poop and chief. Why'd you say chef? That has an I in it. Chief.
I just don't read, beloved.
Sayla said that.
And he is not a representative of Morris Brown College. Like, don't go sit down in Morris Brown because of ear doctor.
Don't do that. But
Sayla said that Open Veins of Latin America proves Amber's point. And I just want to say thank you, but I also wrote that book down so I can get it. It sounds cool.
Y'all know I read, man. I'm up here naming books.
They also said that's dope, Amber. But Donald Trump also shit himself in the Oval Office.
Oh, word? That's what.
When did that happen?
I don't know. People say that he's walking around smelling like feces. I don't know. That's just what I've heard people say.
Sayla also said she was writing focused on Reagan. I went down a deep rabbit hole of Reaganomics because I didn't understand.
Please don't.
And I was like, this is so crazy. I would never want to have to study this.
That will depress you. But can we talk about?
Wait a minute. When you say that would depress you, just talking about Reaganomics. For those who don't understand Reaganomics, what do you mean by that?
So Reagan, and not that he didn't have people laying the groundwork for him before, but he really ushered in this era of neoliberalism, which is like this idea that we live in a free market with private enterprise, and no government restrictions. And it's really like this unleashing of the entrepreneurial spirit. And so essentially that's how people want you to believe it is, right? So it's like, you want to be independent, don't you? You want to be in charge of your own future, don't you? You don't want the government in your business, do you? But the point is that what happens is that then the government sort of like raises its hands, and then they're like, we don't have nothing to do with that. So you have less government interference and intervention in the places where you need it, right? Like in education and healthcare and social security. And so the government is like, y'all figure that shit out because y'all want to be independent and you want to be entrepreneurs and you want to be in charge of every damn thing. And so he ushered in that era. And now we're living the reality of that. Whereas before, people like my grandfather who didn't know how to read could buy a house because there were programs and incentives and other things that even to some limited degree, Black people could take advantage of. But now you can't even get health care. You can't get no retirement. My grandfather had a pension. Who got a pension? So yeah, it basically took the social safety net and was like, fight for it yourselves. So yeah.
Which is dangerous. Dre also said Amber is analytical, and I really appreciate that, Dre. I'm so glad that you see me because that's my favorite trait about myself. But yeah, that's Erica. That's the part that really was a lot for me because I was like, people were talking about like how people my age won't have Social Security. I was like, it's because of Reaganomics, but it is because of Reaganomics.
Well, I don't. People have been saying nobody's gonna have Social Security since I was 20, right? Like, so at some point it's going to be true. Who knows when that's actually going to happen? Like, who's going to get, but it's so little that it becomes inconsequential. So you still have it, but like a lot of people I know today on the highest level of Social Security get like $2,500 a month. Where are you going to live on for $2,500? You can't do that today.
And my nana gets, she gets retirement Social Security, and she's not making a ton of money because one thing she was telling me about the other day was like, she couldn't, before the snowstorm came, she was trying to find some milk and she couldn't like go to all these different places because she didn't have gas in her car like that. I had to go to 8 stores to find this particular milk that she drinks because she can only have Fairlife milk because she's extremely lactose intolerant. But I was able to do that because I can put gas in my car. I don't have a fixed budget like she does, and then take it to her because she don't live near me. She like lives 22 minutes from me, which is far in Memphis. I don't know if y'all know that. That's far in Memphis. Anything over 15 minutes is
because I was like, that's down the street.
I know. I was like, shit, we come to Atlanta. It's a 30-hour drive everywhere.
The place I live is centrally located on purpose because I have ADHD. So I'm always late places. So I'm centrally located where I'm only about 10 to 15 minutes from everything. So once you go past that 15 minutes, it's far. It's too much. But that was like a big thing for her. Like she needed this milk. She knew she would not be able to leave her house. Like she can't leave her house right now. Hasn't left all week. I actually paid somebody to clear her driveway and my mama's driveway today because they can't get out of their houses because it's 4 inches of ice outside and their driveway blocking the garage and stuff. But she can't afford that. Like I'm finna pay almost $200 to have her stuff cleared. But I don't mind doing that because that's what you do for your community and for your family. Like that's what we do. So I paid them to go do that shit. And she's gonna be able to get out because she has to get some medicine and she's not sure she can get out of her street to get there, but she thinks if she gets the driveway cleared, she'll be okay. So I was like, well, let me find somebody to clear the driveway. But that's because she's on Social Security and retirement. Like it's so limited. And she don't have no extra wiggle room in her budget. Like she canceled her cable recently and then called me and asked if I had live TV on Hulu. No, ma'am. We're not doing it. No, ma'am.
Amber, you not sharing your passwords?
I share my passwords with her, but I don't have live TV. She has my Hulu password, my Disney Plus password.
I'm about to say
Netflix password, my Peacock password, which I canceled, but I'm gonna get back in a second. But she has all my Paramount password. She got everything. She's on all my accounts. But she was like, "You don't have live TV. Live TV is almost $100, and I don't watch TV."
Yeah, that whole cable thing we used to have back in the day. We was like, we get rid of cable. Now we got all these subscriptions, paying the same or more amount than we did when we did have cable.
I told her to download Tubi. They got the local news on there. I don't know what to tell you. She said, I gotta wait till the next day to watch the news. I was like, you're so dramatic.
All right. Well, we got about 20 more minutes rocking out for the rest of this show. What else we got, Erica?
I put you can pull up what I put in on the bottom, ear doctor.
Okay.
So, Amber, I'm gonna ask you. Well, about, Jared always talks about, or sometimes talks about, like, the limits of celebrity and what we expect from people. And should we be expecting these things from people, right? Like, I think sometimes I feel like we want things from people that they didn't sign up to give us. And so is that our fault or is that their fault?
I do think sometimes people have unrealistic
I can't see nothing, your doctor.
Folks. Yeah, there's nothing showing your doctor.
Stop
there
playing.
You go, buddy.
It's
there
been
you go.
there. Okay. You need it bigger?
Okay. No, it's fine. Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry draws backlash after report links his investments to companies run by former Israeli spies. So over the years, Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry has perfectly balanced on-court presence along with successful business ventures. Read, he's been unproblematic. However, recently, the star guard has found himself in the center of a growing controversy as he is facing backlash over investing in an Israeli cybersecurity startup reportedly operated by some Israeli military intelligence groups that are linked to the war in Gaza. Despite being one of the top scorers in the league at the age of 37, averaging 27.3 points as per ESPN this season and delivering some of his exceptional performances with approximately 5 assists, the focus has shifted from his statistics towards the implications of his recently made business decisions. So this is a picture of him. Yeah, and if you'll keep scrolling.
NBA star. Steph Curry tries to... Oh, keep going. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing else.
Just back to hit the article, continue reading. Amber told y'all don't be reading. Okay.
I'm sorry, it's cold, y'all.
No, you're fine. So there was a reporter from this website, Do Not Panic, that brought up all of these, receipts where he's connecting these things. So Curry, considered one of the sport's all-time greats, and who positions himself as an advocate for social justice, has invested in the companies both run and staffed by former Israeli spies through his venture capital firm, Penny Jar Capital. So anyway, we can stop there, I guess. But
I mean, don't they realize anytime you're trying to make money, you're going to be dealing with a company that's makes money and the capitalists?
You don't have to invest in those, though. That's a choice.
Whoa, your doctor. whoa, buddy. I think there's a difference between recognizing that we all have to make money to live and where we put our money, especially when we do have the power to direct where our money goes, right? Like, so if all of us are investing in our 401ks and our company decides where those investments go, we don't really have a say in that, right? You're putting your money in your 401k and you're really just left to whatever they decide to do. But don't we think that Steph Curry has enough agency to be able to determine where he puts his money? But I do have the question of, are we expecting too much from somebody who didn't say, like, he never signed up and said, I'm pro-Palestinian, or he never said, like, down with Israel, or he never said any of these things. So do we want too much from him? I don't know. So it's a question I'm asking y'all.
I don't think so. I mean, the thing is, whenever you're trying to get richer, you got to realize that money's going to go somewhere that's you ain't going to like. And you ain't really asking about nothing but the receipts afterwards. How much is my return on investment? You don't really ask all these questions like, well, who's behind this? Who's behind that?
I do.
I mean, if you're trying to get more money, then you got to realize that you put in your money. We can't talk at the same time. But when you're trying to throw out your money, you're trying to make more money, then you got to realize you're going to be dealing with some people you don't know.
You can look into who you're dealing with. Like, you can look into who, you're investing in. I think that we should stop letting people have so much leeway and make them be more responsible. Because this idea that, I don't know where my money's going to, I'm just putting it in this market and it might be some harm in there. I don't really know how to change that, but I got to make money, is not okay. And people have to have morals. Like, I don't think it's wrong for someone to be like, Steph Curry is making a bad investment here, and this is contributing to some extreme harm that we've been seeing on our TV screens and social media for several years now, because Israel is committing this genocide against Palestine, and he's investing in these Israel security forces and technology and surveillance forces because he knows that he's going to make money off of it. I can't assume whether or not he knew that he was investing in it or not, but someone in the chat brought up that his family has gone to Israel multiple times, and I do remember them taking mission trips because he's a super Christian, and him and the girl met in Bible study and shit. So I would not be surprised they went to Israel multiple times. But I do think that we should hold people more accountable, because if people can expect stuff of me, and I'm not famous, I'm a regular nigga who make videos sometimes, and people be assuming that I know how to change different things, or I got access to different people, or I should know that they were gonna do this. How dare I not know the city council was gonna make this move? Why the fuck would I know that? I'm not elected. But people assume that of me all the time. So assuming something of Steph Curry, like what you're investing in, is not a big ask. And also at his big ass age, he should know what he's investing in. He too damn old to not be reading. Like I just said, you niggas don't read. Once you get over 30, I'm gonna need you to read what you be signing. You got to. Because you could really be signing some dangerous shit. Like, people have to pay more attention.
So I agree, and as I don't have anywhere near the level of resources as a Steph Curry, right? But at a certain point, I had a conversation with the person I used to manage my money, and I was like, "Hey, there are certain industries I do not want to be invested in, and I need you to make sure that I don't have any stock in those places, and I don't want any funds that have stocks in those places, right?" And he was like, "Bet." Right? We have this software, and we can put in prohibited industries, prohibited countries. And I was like, yes, I don't want to be invested in certain things. But again, to Steph Curry's defense, he never said, I don't think he said to us that he wants to be any sort of person. I think we do just have this expectation, right or wrong, that Black people are just going to try to be supportive and helpful and more community minded. I think in a way that we just all aren't. And so
I think we have that celebrities in general, not just the Black ones though. People assume that celebrities should be better people.
For sure. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe it's unfair, but I can also say that if I know a certain thing about you, then I can stop supporting you. I'm not supporting Steph Curry in any way, right? I don't watch basketball. I ain't buying none of his shoes. I don't watch his wife's show. I'm not.
Let's turn the mirror back on ourselves though. Who do you bank with? Do you know all the stuff that they invest in?
I do.
No, but I will tell you this. I know about the banking history, and there are no clean hands. Yep. So literally, I used to work at Capital One, and I'll never forget. Capital One acquired a bank in Louisiana, and I had forgotten the name of that bank. But they sent out an email to us saying, "Hey guys, just want to let y'all know we've recently acquired this bank. Sorry, they held enslaved people on their books, so don't worry about it. But just want you to know that history." Everybody in the banking and insurance industry, especially because it's consolidated so much, these people all have dirty hands. They all had enslaved people on their books. So you can't be a part of like the modern banking infrastructure and not be involved in that. Yeah. But ear doctor, that is different than me saying, I want to set up a bank and I want the people to finance my bank to be people who are financing a war or a genocide in Gaza. Like that's a very different thing. So I do think we have to make some distinctions between our individual power and then people who have more resources and power and what they actually can do.
Yeah. I want to bring up Laura's comment because it's talking about what Erica's saying. And the thing that we're trying to explain is that like, it's about his business partners who are Zionists, and he's breaking bread with these people and starting a venture capital firm with them. So not just that he has these investments, but that he's starting a venture capital firm with these people that are known Zionists from an Israeli surveillance like background. He's choosing to make that choice. It's not like, oh, this is just an investment that he got in a portfolio. He's not sure about it. He is purposely choosing to create a venture capital firm with them.
And it just, again, for me, I think I'm conflicted about just the limits of celebrity and what do we do and who do we support? Because at the end of the day, we all own some bullshit. Like, it's true. We all have some places where we own some bullshit.
Put the mirror to ourselves.
But there are just levels to that. Mm-hmm. And so my level of being on bullshit is very different than somebody like Steph Curry's. And so what does that mean for him? I don't know. I think he's maybe decided, but that's up for him.
I think, and it's a a phrase going around. It's like, it don't matter where the money coming from. They don't care where the money came from, but do you have the money? And a lot of people look at it like that. Shit, we know all this money is blood money, but how are we going to use it in a positive way? So
Isn't that what you do, ear doctor?
What? Shit, they done got in my bank account and got all my money. They got me. I ain't got nothing.
They didn't give it back to you?
Not yet. Hopefully, we'll see.
Oh, that's messed up. I did just drop another thing in, if that's okay.
Okay.
This isn't.
We got you. Mm-hmm. I said we got you.
You
still on this app?
Look, I told you we all on some bullshit.
You just said we on some bullshit. I ain't gonna hold you.
I just told you that, and then you called me out for being on some bullshit. Yes, I'll be on Twitter.
Resistance and to be
able. Can you go back to
I got you.
To be able to ascertain what more they can be doing to ensure that all parties who will fall in love with this baby know of her existence and to be able to secure their embryos that they stored with the defendant.
Court documents show the baby girl was born in December through IVF from the Fertility Center of Orlando. Soon after, the parents, who were white, realized the baby was not. And genetic testing revealed the little girl isn't theirs. The couple is now begging for answers from the clinic and Dr. Milton McNichol, who they say implanted the embryo.
So that we can find and secure the remaining embryo or embryos, and so that we can notify the genetic parents of Shay of her existence.
During a virtual emergency hearing on Wednesday, the couple's attorney laid out 7 requests, including getting the clinic to pay for genetic testing of any child born under the clinic's care in the past 5 years.
We're trying to both identify who got the patient's embryos, as well as we're trying to identify what set of parents did Shay's embryo come from.
Okay.
I'll be that baby, Pappy. That was from life.
I'll be the Pappy. I'll be the Pappy, boss.
Ear doctor, I don't know why you're laughing at this. This is a horrifying outcome.
It is. This is traumatic. And I feel bad for that little black baby. They said, hey, find her parents now, immediately.
I'm just thinking the reaction when that baby came. It was like, wait a minute.
They said they didn't know immediately.
How they didn't know immediately? She black.
Because they don't know to look at the ears. Okay, they don't know that you can look at the ears until
not that nigga nose and lips. Come on, stop.
She's a very
that
cute
baby is
adorable.
Baby. Let me start by saying that baby is adorable. But this is a very serious story. I'm trying to imagine that I am I'm putting all things on this stuff that I don't know, but I'm imagining usually people that go through IVF are having infertility issues, right? People don't typically, if you're in a partner relationship, you're not doing, like people who are by themselves or want to be single parents can do IVF, right? Usually. But if you're in a partner relationship and you're doing IVF, it's usually because you had some infertility issues. So I'm trying to think about, I've been going through this infertility journey. Finally, I'm able to get pregnant, right? So we're doing all the things it actually takes. And here I am, and I have this baby. And then I come to find out that the baby that I thought was genetically mine is not genetically mine. Like, that is horrifying. And I'm just thinking about the implications of all of this. I'm thinking about those parents who that mother is like, or the parents are like, the baby is not genetically ours, but I carried you for however long I carried you. So of course I feel a connection to you because that happened. But then also, where did y'all just put just random eggs into random people? And is everybody walking around with babies that are not genetically theirs? Like, oh my God.
And she got an attachment probably, but the father's like,
yeah, I get why they were like testing for babies in the last 5 years to make sure.
And I cannot imagine the emotional toll that this takes on the baby, the families in general, like this. But then it also made me think about, there's been a lot of debate on Twitter related to surrogacy. And I've been, especially we had a couple people on our show that talked about like adoption, like the adoption industrial complex and adoption not being as benign as we want to believe it is. And then also, of course,
benign
once
in what way?
that adoption is a lot of people view it as like not sex trafficking. What's the term I'm looking for? But like basically that you have people who are in like resource places or rich people, and they're usually taking advantage of people who are poor and don't have as many options, and the children are basically treated as commodities and all of this. Human trafficking, thank you, is the term I was looking for. Thank you so much. So yeah, so I've been thinking about IVF and then surrogacy and the limits of what we should be doing or what's right to do. Like, is it right ethically, morally, that I can pay somebody $50,000 to carry my genetic child because maybe I just don't want to? Because sometimes people, like, there are some celebrities I hear that have surrogates, not because they're unable to carry the children, but because they're just like, I don't feel like doing that.
I mean, you know how many white kids grew up with black breast milk in them? I'm just saying.
So all of these things together, so like this IVF, infertility, adoption, surrogacy, I'm just thinking about how all of this works, and also thinking about how you have these tech bros all over the United States and the world who are basically not even like Elon Musk, who are not even having children through traditional means, but only having children through IVF because they want to pick the sex of the babies, because they want to pick. Absolutely, it's eugenics. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just thinking about all of these things together. So when I saw that story, I was just like fascinated, mortified, mesmerized, because what does it mean? For sure. And all the babies, because there's another baby somewhere, at least one other baby that's somewhere else.
They should have never gave niggas Build-A-Bear, boy. They trying to make whatever.
I'm saying it's somewhere somebody else like, oh, why this baby so light skinned?
Let's change that. Let's fix the 10 on this baby.
The ears, and Erica was saying the ears because you can look behind a baby's ears to see like what their complexion will be.
You know, we so colorist in the Black community. So you know when babies are born, the old people in the family are like, what the ears looking like? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
My sister's adopted. My cousin is adopted. Both my mom and aunt were told that they couldn't have any kids, so they went ahead and adopted. And
one of my cousins is adopted too, and she the worst one in the family, child. I said that adoption trauma really got her acting up.
It does. Wow. I mean, to know that you weren't wanted, like to even have that in your mind and be like, it's like, it's wild. Pick up to all the adoptees out there.
I can have a baby, I just don't want one. But I do think that I don't agree with surrogacy or IVF. I understand sometimes it's people's only option, but I do think that the science behind it is kind of dangerous. And I find that people with more wealth and means, of course, are going to be using it to their advantage. Like, I definitely know that there's celebrities who only will use surrogates because they don't want to mess up their bodies, but they're willing to pay someone else to go through all that turmoil and have all those hormones pumping through their body and all the postpartum stuff because they're selfish. I also saw this episode of Accused. It's just shown on Hulu that I really like. And one of the people was a surrogate on there, and she was standing trial for kidnapping because the baby she had was deaf and she was deaf. And the parents were not okay with the baby being deaf. And were like, we got to figure out a way to get her hearing. And apparently they had an aunt in their family line that was deaf. So there was a chance the baby could be deaf, but they didn't know. And the dad did not like that the baby couldn't hear. He was like obsessed with it. And she took the baby because she felt like the baby would be safer. And I just think that sometimes surrogacy also builds these like bonds between the person carrying the baby and the baby, even though it's not technically their baby. They can also be kind of dangerous and puts people through a lot of like, emotional trauma. I get why she didn't feel like the baby would be safe, but at the end, like they dropped the charges and stuff and like promised to get the baby in a deaf school, but I just felt like I understood why the surrogate reacted in that way. And I also think it's impossible for surrogates not to grow some kind of emotional attachment to babies when they're having so many of them.
Mm-hmm. All right. With that said, you on mute, Erica. I don't know if you know that.
I did know that because my doorbell there were people at my door.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got like 3 minutes left, so let's find out what's coming up. When's the next episode of Brokish coming out?
We come out on the 1st and the 15th, like the paychecks here, doctor. Got you. February 15th. We'll be back. Yeah, but go watch the episode we just dropped.
Yeah. And do you
right
know
here
who you
on Black Liberation Media.
Do you know who you have yet?
I just told you we don't know. We're on vibes, okay? I gotta get past tomorrow. I told you, big day tomorrow. I gotta get past that.
That's right. Everybody send your love, your blessings, send a super chat for Erica Brown right now before we get out of here.
Wow. You gonna pimp me out.
What? I mean, we got to make sure you got time to come back. We got to keep you coming back on Mondays. So you know,
babes, I'm going back to Pilates. So good luck to y'all.
See. Hey, y'all send some super chats. We might
talk about some video that Dre has, but I can't see it.
We might convince her to come back. And
I can't see the link that he's dropping, but Dre is talking about some video. Dre, send it to somebody and they can play it tomorrow.
Yeah, do that. Amber, what you got coming up?
Nothing. Just
Friday. We'll see you Friday.
I'll be here on Friday, unless something happens and y'all need me earlier than that, because I know, I'm everyone's favorite. It's always so much fun.
We couldn't do it.
This is true. Amber, I love your energy.
Great show today, ladies. It was glad to have y'all. This is a Monday right here on the Remix Morning Show, and we will
you
be
finishing
back.
early. I feel like is it time yet? I think
it's
you
not time
finished.
yet. I don't see.
Wait. What do you mean? It's 10 o'clock. It's time. We got
It's
another.
not yet. That was like you had another minute. And
Did
you
have-
always
Wait. Have you ever came to this show and realized that I do this at the end of every show? Or
you don't get into this early.
I always start this early so we can end at 10 o'clock.
I just want to say real quick for folks in the chat, because they're talking about something totally different in the chat.
I thought you ain't got shit to talk about to do.
I just want to say, Dre, I don't know what link you're sharing. I can't see it, but if you send it to somebody, we could play it tomorrow. I can't find it though.
I don't know what video.
Why do we care about this dude crapping on himself anyway?
I don't know. I just can't see it. I don't know.
Wait, what?
You talk about Trump shiting on himself.
He did.
He's an old man. That's what they do.
Wow.
Anyway, I got stuff to do. We got Jared Ball coming on at 11, so make sure y'all come back for that. We be back here at 8 a.m. in the morning. What time is it? Look at your clock and then holler at me.
It's
okay,
10.
exactly. And if we all went into all this yappity yap, we would have finished on time. All right. With that said, we'll be back here tomorrow.
On a talk show.
Make sure y'all,
I said, now we were talking on a talk show.
Anyway, much love to all y'all. Much love to the Erica and the Ambers of the world. It's a lot of Ericas and Ambers. We out of here. Big up to y'all. Have a great one. Remix Morning Show, y'all. Peace out. Black Liberation Media is a collective of Black and African organizers, journalists, academics, and media personalities serving Black and African masses seeking to further grow in their understanding of themselves, their histories, and the African world through entertainment and news. Please continue to like, subscribe, and donate to the channel so we can further serve you and liberate our people. You can also go to blkliberationmedia.org, get some merchandise, and also become a Patreon member and a member from the YouTube. Please do what you can, share, and show your love as we will show ours for you. Black Liberation Media.